The idea of being able to assume the role of someone who has such agency and fire and determination within them was electric to me. And I knew that this story hadn't been told on the big screen yet. And I don't know, I felt like a sense of urgency and duty to make sure that it was told and that we didn't have to wait anymore.
Fear is your enemy.
Whoa, easy now.
I'm gonna be free or die.
I don't know if you know how extraordinary this is, but you have made it 100 miles to freedom all by yourself. Would you like to pick a new name to mark your freedom?
Harriet Tubman.
Casey and Cynthia did a really wonderful job of reminding us of how it got started in the first place. And in that way, she becomes really human and relatable. You know, she went back the first time for her husband, for her family. Other people tagged along because why wouldn't you? But sort of the impetus of that, you know, the really personal way that her private revolution began, I think really makes her relatable.
When I was a little girl and I would go into the library, they had, and this was in elementary school, there were history books that they had where they would highlight iconic people throughout history. And the only two women that they had in these small little books, they were age appropriate. You know, this was probably second or third grade. The only two women they had were Mary Curie and Harriet Tubman. So those were the ones that I continued to check out over and over. So for me, to get to be a part of this story and I checked those out because I was like, oh, here's the two women. These are the only two that are like me. You know, I'm never going to be George Washington, but let me check this out, you know, with these two women. So for me, this story was always a part of history.